This is what you saved your lunch money for. To the green here in Winter Dirt Games. You're going to race off into turns 1 and 2. They find the back straightaway. Your pole sitter, C.J. Leary, going to jump up to the top spot in the 21 AZ. Can he run the distance and grab his first win of the season? Has gone to victory lane a pair of times here at Ocala. Red lights. No caution lights going to come on as 𝑯𝑰𝑮𝑯𝑚𝑺. Thought he'd gotten upside down for a second. Instead, he is parked with the front end up on the concrete. And looks like we'll have a replay here on FloRacing from the speed shot here on the front straightaway. Looking back, went up and slammed the concrete. The top 5 directly into tomorrow's championship feature event for Winter Dirt Games. Off of turn number 4, we go back to green. C.J. Leary going to take back off of the race lead. Jaden Rogers running in that second spot. Justin Grant in third. Briggs Danner on his back bumper now. Peeking to the inside. Sitting in 5th is going to be the 𝑯𝑰𝑮𝑯𝑗𝑺 of course, number 3. It's going to be Cummins. He was 4th at the line there. 3 wide. Bacon down to the bottom. Not able to get the run. Danner going to roll back by him in the 39. Up front, the 21 AZ of C.J. Leary. Jaden Rogers onto his back bumper at the exit of turn number 4. Rogers in the Mighty Kind Cannabis Seltzers number 66 has company. Kyle Cummins in the 3, rolling up to his inside now to challenge for the second spot. They'll work through turns 3 and 4. Cummins trying to get a 2-for-1 deal. That coupon's expired. He's going to ride in 3rd for the time being. Top 3 around the bottom of the entry of 1. They'll start to switch lanes up a little bit. The exit to number 2. Rogers able to block the charge of the 𝑯𝑰𝑮𝑯𝑗𝑺 Petty Performance Racer number 3. P behind them. Battle going on. You've got Pursley working by Briggs Danner. Pursley in the CB Industries. PristineAuction.com entry going to take over the 5th spot. Briggs Danner back to 6. Up into 2nd with a run off at turn number 2. Here comes the 3P. Kyle Cummins takes over the runner-up position. Back to show goes the 66 now. In his sights is that curve Agajanian Team Arizona Racing, number 21 AZ of C.J. Leary. We've got 5 in, 25 to go. Continues to roll. It will still be Leary. See where he takes his line this time in the 1st and 2nd turns. He's going to go to the outside. Diamonds are across the racetrack. Problems for one driver. That is Lewis. He is down to the infield and clear for the racing surface. We stay green. Coming up on Harley Burns to put him a lap down. He will work the bottom side. He'll block the charge of the 3, and that's going to force him off of the bottom and up to the top. Justin Grant going to try to capitalize. Grant unable to get there fast enough. You've got Dason Pursley closing in along with Brady Bacon as well. And now a pair of battles at the front of the field. Challenge for the lead looming. Cummins has reeled in the 21 AZ as we've got 8 laps remaining. Lost some ground in turns 3 and 4. Regains it in turns 1 and 2. Oh, your leader nearly takes her over the cushion. Kyle Cummins there. He trails by 2 car lengths into turns 1 and 2. Does he have enough momentum to set him up this time into turns 3 and 4? Banks her off of the cushion. Dives it down to the bottom of the 21. He's going to go to the outside. Cummins going to try to look to the inside. Challenge for the lead. Drag race around to the front straightaway. He just showed his nose, and Leary saw him. Now 0.3 of a second separating your top 2 drivers. Cummins enters to the tire tracks of the 21 AZ, brings it out wide, tries to take the line, can't get there fast enough. C.J. Leary holds on to it. Kyle Cummins is there. They've got a slower car directly ahead of him. Where will the 19 ride into turns 1 and 2? He'll go to the outside. Leader going to use him as a pick as we've got 3 laps remaining. Has to wait on the car. Kyle Cummins charging now. Can't get there fast enough. Once again, he's going to try to the inside one more time. Lap car up in front of your leader. Cummins to the inside. Can't get there. 2 to go in this one. C.J. Leary trying to clear the lap car, and now able to do so. Protects the outside into turns 3 and 4. Cummins down to the inside. Coming around to the wave of the white flag and 1 to go. Just shy of a half a second that time at the start-finish line. They'll work onto the back straightaway one last time. Kyle Cummins with a big run to the outside as they work into turns 3 and 4. Caution, going to bring this one slow. Driver sitting on the bottom side of the speedway entering turn number 3. That is Kayla Rell. Green-white checkered field past the NOS Energy Star Can. Leary brings it back to green. CJ with a good launch off of turn number 4. Brings it low at the exit turn number 2. Leaves the high side open. Kyle Cummins charging nearly side by side to turns 3 and 4. Cummins up to the cushion. Leary has to go down to the bottom. Around to the wave of the white flag once again. You've got a new leader. Kyle Cummins going to steal the way. Kyle Cummins steals the race lead as they work into turns 1 and 2. Leary down to the bottom. Now Pursley going to charge the outside, and he's going to steal second. into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag gonna drop, bobbles off of the cushion, but nobody's gonna capitalize. Kyle Cummins, your winner at Ocala. Up and out of the car, race fans, let them hear it in victory lane. Out of the car, time for hardware. As he will don the medal, the hat, and the Hoosier neck band. Getting 2 medals, getting the official Ocala Speedway winner's medal from the General of the Army himself, Bubba the Love Sponge, down to victory lane. Let's send it down to Drake.
What a run for the Princeton, Indiana driver. Kyle Cummins snookers it there on the final restart. That yellow came out perfect timing. There's Jerry Petty. Jerry Petty has been all smiles since he got down here to Florida, as his boy Kyle Cummins has been running so good. And Kyle, you were probably the most happy out of anybody to see that yellow there coming to the white flag, and off at turn number 2, it seemed like you had started to figure something out there and get that drive down the backstretch. When that yellow came out, was that your first thought, that I have to get to the top off at 2 to have a shot at CJ?
Yeah, I knew he wasn't really sure where to go either. I kept showing the bottom down there, and I knew he was kind of like not sure what was going on, and he had to be hearing that motor, because, man, around the backside there, once I could get up into it, I could really go. And on that white flag, I was going to try to sneak, and we probably would have both crashed. But I thought I was going to sneak, and it called yellow, and I was all over the brakes. And, you know, if he just would have moved up, then he would have won that. But he left me just enough room to get through, and, you know, I just can't get enough up to the Lord Jesus Christ for putting me in this position. You know, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world, and, you know, our team, my family, all the family that came down, my mom, my dad watching, you know, it's special for all of us. It's a big deal. But I just got to give it up to Jerry Petty with 𝑯𝑰𝑮𝑯𝑚𝑺 Windows and Doors for giving me this. This is a hot rod, and all the people on the side of it, Bill Floyd's up there, Lucas Oil of Evansville, Stanton Racing Engines, Premier Recycling. There's just a ton of people, Midwest Lawn and Landscape with Josh, S&C Machine, let's see if I can forget anybody, Apache Transport with Phil, Lifestyle Homes with Lance. There's just a bunch of people, all my family, my crew. These crew guys, I'll tell you what, that's what makes or breaks if you're going to win races or not. It has nothing to do with me in here. It has them preparing the race car. And, you know, Cameron Rose, Drake Edwards, Zach Fields, Casey DeRenzi, all my other crew that helps, you know, they bust their butt. This has been a bunch of nights in a row. And, you know, we tried something last night because we were too tight the first night, and we just went back to the exact same stuff we've been running the whole time. So I didn't second guess ourselves, and had a pretty good car tonight.
Second win of the swing for you, and you've been very good every single night down here during Winter Dirt Games, whether it be here at Ocala or obviously the win at Volusia, plus the Big Gator title as well. How important is this win to really solidify yourself as a true championship contender headed into the rest of the season when we get back to the Midwest?
It was definitely big. It's 2 different tracks, a big track, small track. We struggled down here really bad, and this is a tricky track. And, you know, if Justin would have knocked off a couple, he'd have some confidence going into the end of the year. But, you know, the track was raceable tonight. You can move around, and, you know, and we able to go from 5th, qualify good, go from 5th, and pass some cars, and, you know, do it a little bit the hard way, you know, passing some cars on the front row. So, you know, that was a big step in the right direction for the way the track is, and hopefully tomorrow night we do good in that dash, and we have a battle to the end.
Kyle Cummins with his second win of 2025 during Winter Dirt Games.